Welcome, 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 all zero of you to this live stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you've not been here before, my name's Marcus. I specialize in telling people what to do with their money. I've been doing that for almost 2 decades now. In addition to that, I am also a retired corporate professional, retired professional athlete, retired roadman, refugee, migrant, son, brother, boyfriend, and I am here to help you live the business class lifestyle. Attention, will all zero of you in the live stream please strap in and welcome aboard to the business class lifestyle. That is damn right. That's exactly what I preach. It's a term that I've coined where effectively you're looking at different coach classes on the plane. So you've got your economy class where it's a given, you go, they give it to you. You've got premium economy, you got to do a little bit extra for that, you got to pay a little something. It's a tiny little piece, but in terms of the type of life you want to live, it just takes a little bit extra effort. Now, where you want to get to is that level above, that real business sort of class lifestyle where all across the areas that make up the quality of life you live, that's health, wealth, and relationships. You've got a degree of choice. You don't have to carry on working underneath someone's thumb. You don't have to, make sure that something comes in every single month because you've got a load of bills racked up every month. You might make money middle of the month, weekly, you might make profits. You might have so many different streams of income that can effectively mean that you don't actually even need to go to work. And that's kind of what I preach. I preach a world or a lifestyle where it's independent in terms of the location that you're in. You could still be earning well. And let's be real, there's going to be an element to doing things that maybe you don't like. So I'm not going to say you're not going to work at all. And even then, I think people won't like that, but you would like what you do to at least 75%. That's business class, okay? I could talk about first class, but I'm not even going to go there because a lot of first class, you got to be God-given to even reach first class, some of the stuff there. And I can't help you with that, right? But I do honestly, seriously believe that we can go from the base level economy. We can make a step up to premium economy, and then we can surely live that business class lifestyle with a lot of long-term, consistent work and specialisms in certain fields to give you skills and trades that you can use in the workplace. So that's the business class lifestyle. In addition to that, I am the original source code. I come from the soil. I come from the motherland. You guys come from me more time. So a lot of the things I say, a lot of things I touch on, my culture, my background, all of that will kind of come into it too. But it's all aimed at giving you the best game, giving you the code effectively. But I am the original source code, and today we're gonna have to get some bombs out. We're gonna have to get some horns out. Get the horns out too. Yeah, we're gonna get a little bit litty. It's early doors. You've got some bombs going off and some horns. You're probably asking yourself why. I'll look around my channel. Look around my channel and think why these horns and then bombs are just going off. This ain't you've seen what's going on in Sudan. This ain't Sudan. But I'll give you some time to think why. Yes, that's right. We've got 2 additional subscribers to Ross. Man's got 2 additional subscribers. I so appreciate it. I didn't even notice until I just came onto the stream. 2 people have subscribed to the channel. I don't know who they are. They could be boy them. They could be trying to attack me. They could be people trying to set me up. But You don't know who these people are, but two people have decided to subscribe to the thing, and I can show nothing more than the absolute gratitude that deserves from the bottom of my heart. I really do appreciate it, and I was shocked, pleasantly surprised. I don't know where this channel is going. I just want to put out there the best possible content that I really think can actually genuinely add value. I'm looking directly into a plastic inanimate object. It is in modern day called a camera. Behind that, there's a wall. I don't know who the hell's behind any of this. I don't know. I don't see human beings, right? But if people like, if people comment, if people just say hi, if people just subscribe to the thing, it makes everything that I do feel so much more worthwhile, because there's an end person in mind with all of this, and I really want that end person to get as much value as possible. So a round of applause for those 2 new subscribers. Thank you very much. If you want to state your name, whatever you want to do, I would much welcome it. Today's show, as you can see, titled 8 Things You Need to Stay Disciplined, okay? I think it's very, very important that you're able to put things in place and realize some of the foundations of discipline to kind of help you on your journey, because typically emotions can only take you so far. Motivation can only take you so far. Discipline ensures you are there for the long haul. And it's an area that I'm still working on. It's an area that I'm sure everybody could do more on. But if I can drop some game for you today, hopefully we can all leave this live stream with some food for thoughts and better in the respect of staying disciplined. So we're going to start the show. I don't want it to take too long today. It'll be like 45 minutes. Set my my timer. Let that run. It's not gonna come back and this and that. Nope. Once it's time, it's gonna be finished. This part's gonna end up being empty, and this dead part is gonna end up being full. And that's how time works. It empties itself. Okay, so you gotta realize that it's emptying itself, and make the most of the time that you have while you're alive and your energy is there. Okay, so like I said before, 8 things you need to stay disciplined. This is going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. It's going to maybe remind you of a few things, but it will definitely be food for thought. And if there's any bits and bobs you think I missed that you think might be important, please, I genuinely welcome all contact. I'm like to think a relatively pleasant person. You might see me acting quite boisterous here. I am a great listener, and I do not believe in shying people away, their ideas, their thoughts. So I do really welcome any thoughts and ideas on this topic. Boom. Number 1 of 8 things you need to stay disciplined: structure. Okay, so think about this throughout your whole life. In school, what did you have? You had a timetable. That's structure. Yeah, right the way through to even university, what did you have? You had a lesson schedule, lesson plan, whatever. That is structure. Okay, now tell me why you don't have a structure in your life. Tell me why you haven't put together your life schedule so that you can see the structure to which your days are. I can't remember who said it, but effectively what they say is, I know I can do this, right? I can look at what you're doing in your 24-hour day and tell you where you're good. I can tell you where you're going to be in a week. I can tell you where you're going to be in a month. I can tell you where you're going to be in a year, just from looking at your 24-hour schedule. And if you don't have one, you you're going to get game over real quick. You know, things are going to spiral out of control. You're going to spend too much time in places that you don't need to spend the time. You're not going to be efficient. You know, you're not going to see the things that you need to do every day to go from A to B. It's going to be very, very difficult for you if you don't have structure in your life. I promise you. I promise you. I'll show you something. Every single time, actually, I started this when I went to university. I started this. I got myself a diary for every single year, typically from January to December. And pretty much everything I needed to do for each day, I put down on a list in my diary. So I still do this. I still do this. The thing is now, because I've done it for so many years, some things are already etched in my head, so I don't need to refer back to it that much. But I always carry this around. This is a diary. It's 2023. It's legit. So I don't mess around. And it's just, it's got your week in there. It's not big, yeah, but like let's say you've got 4 or 5, 3 or 4 big things each day that you've got to complete. This helps me do that. It helps me structure. It's got a pen as well, yeah, so you can fill it in on the go. And also what I like about this as well is it's got some really interesting or useful things at the back. So at the back there's a map of like London Underground. You've also got things like what else have we got in there? What's at the front? But you got things like bank holidays. You've got international holidays. You've got just a load of different like conversions, mass, length, area, capacity, volume, speed, temperature. You've got a load of really useful stuff in there. But I use this to keep some kind of structure and just let me know what I've got to do in my day and when, more or less. And I've got a few other things that I use as well, but you need structure. You really need structure, because that's when you start going wayward, and then you look back and you see all the tasks that you've done, and you've been sent to Azkaban. You thought you were going to your target, but you got sent to Narnia. Yeah, you got sent to Azkaban and Narnia because you didn't have any structure. You were free to roam. Okay, and a lot of people now, especially a lot of young men, you man are drifting. You man are drifting in your life. You got no structure, and that structure piece is one of the biggest reasons why you're not able to stay disciplined. Okay. The second thing you need to stay disciplined is consistency. Yeah. Here today, gone tomorrow. You man love that. You girls, you're here today, gone tomorrow. Consistency tells yourself how serious you are about something. Okay. And even if I look at me now, like I said, I'm on this journey with you guys. I'm battling consistency. I'm trying to do 6 live streams a week, raw, original source code material. This ain't like, talking about some rapper. This is real, raw. There's no gimmicks. The fundamentals, effectively, right? So I can't use clickbait or nonsense. This is my black face. Yeah, my blacker than black face thumbnail. I'm not even doing thumbnails like that. You guys think I'm just literally doing a screenshot at the end, right? And that's because I want my efforts focused on just being able to do what I do over and over and over again. Now, if I try and make it some grandiose live stream with a million different other things, some crazy thumbnails here and there, can I stay consistent? I don't think I can. Yeah? So I've got to do what I know I can do over and over and over and over and over again. And that's why I'm actually doing live streams in the first place, because I can come up and I can talk. Talk I can do, right? I talk quite long in terms of the work I do business-wise. So talking is not a difficult thing for me. But let's say, for example, editing, that's not a strong point for me. So if I told myself I'm going to edit a video every day, I don't know if I could do that. But in terms of live streaming, I can do that. I can do that. And consistency is the key. I've tried to be consistent. You all know that I'm oh, I got to tell you, I'm 3 live streams down. But, all right, yeah, I hold my hands up. Hey, my hands are held up. Look, I've 2, 3 live streams down. I'll come back. But consistency is absolutely the key, and it's very, very powerful. Actually, if you look at it this way, yeah. What do you think about when you think consistency? You probably think about brands. Consistency creates strong brands, yeah? So me, I'm just here. This is my personal brand. I'm consistently in a red tie for those people that want to report back. Sometimes I change it up. I'm definitely consistently in the suit for those people that want to report back. We got someone in the live stream to us. See, as soon as I say about the tie and report back, someone just creeps in there like, I see him. He's got the red tie and it's a pin. And it's a Sunday night. What's he been doing? Let me report back to YouTube. And I don't know. There's no other people's content. Can he get struck off? I don't know. Let me report back. I don't know who it is. I don't know who's there. But as I always say, you are more than welcome to state your piece. I'm very approachable. I say it all the time. People rarely come in here and comment. You could say anything you want. You could add value with your own perspective and your own points, or you could just say hi. You could like, you can dislike. But anything you do, honestly, I'm so happy for, because like I said, I've just had 2 people subscribe. I hope they're not police officers or people trying to kill me or my enemies or anything like that. But I just genuinely want to try and help, and to do that, I need the engagement. I actually need the engagement. I need to see what you guys are seeing, what you guys are liking, what you guys are not liking. You could do that with a simple like. I'm not asking you for anything more than that. Simple like. Put 1 in the chat. How about that? Put a one in the chat if you're finding this useful so far, or at the end you end up finding this useful. Just put a 1 in the chat or say hi. You know what I mean? It gives me the confidence to keep going on. Behind this is just plastic, modern day plastic lens. They call it a camera. Behind that is a wall. There's nobody there, but there is one person in a rated live stream right now, and I'm so pleased that you're here. All right, so big up yourself, whoever that is. Yeah, thank you very much. You digressed slightly. We'll move back onto the point. The point that I was making on consistency is it's really useful for your brand. You see me here in a suit. They're reporting back every day when they see me in the red tie. Now, brand, things that come to mind straight away, or companies that come to mind anyway, is McDonald's. These guys are amazing. These guys, like, I'm not promoting McDonald's. I shouldn't really. So let's say MacD's. But one thing that I like about MacD's, okay, is you could go MacD's in Jamaica if there's one there. You could go MacD's in I don't know, Morocco. You could go MacD's in Dubai. You could go MacD's anywhere. There'll be probably a consistent smell, right? And there'll probably be some things that are there on the menu that are consistent worldwide. Yeah, the service will probably be consistent, right? The branding will be consistent. It's like you may as well have gone into the MacD's in your hometown. That is the power of consistency, and consistency is a key element in order to help you stay disciplined. All right. Okay, so area number 3. Okay, this is a funny one. It's going to be a funny one, right? Area number 3. So I actually did the painful thing of help my mum pass her driving test, and I almost didn't survive. It almost finished me off. Yeah, it was so painful at the end of it. I felt like finishing myself off. you got your mum in the car and you're giving her instructions. She doesn't want to listen to you because you're the son. And oh my, you do not want to do that. You do not. I mean, that probably took, it cost me probably about 5 years of life. And it was probably like a couple of weeks. Probably cost me 5 years of life. It's insane the difficulty trying to get family members, particularly parents, to follow direction and all that. But I did that because I wanted to do something, I wanted to help, etc., etc. Bring the cost of those lessons down for her, and eventually we passed. Now, I say eventually we passed. We got 3 people in the live stream. Nah. We got 3 people in the live stream. I'm gone. I'm out. I'm getting out of here. Finished. This whole place is going down. Sorry, guys. Live stream abandoned. Sorry. You're telling me we got 3 people in the rotted live stream to blood clots? I cannot believe it. Oh my DD. The alarm's going off again. Like, honestly, there's the sprinklers. You're gonna get some sprinklers coming in anytime soon. There's gonna be some carbon dioxide or carbon monoxide or whatever it is. This is a record. 3 people in the live stream. Oh my good. Oh, they run away. Yeah, it's too noisy. They checked to see if there was a tie. There was a tie this time. It just wasn't blue, and they just ran away. There you go. You see? They must have thought, what is going on here? Should I stop doing that? Because I don't know if it's riding people away or what. But someone just jumped in the live stream. I've never had more than 3. If it's 4, bro, if it's 4, sis, if it gets to 4 in this team, it's gonna be an explosion. I don't know what the fire brigade might come, the police might come. I don't know what's gonna happen if 4 people end up in this team. I'm not even joking. But again, I honestly do appreciate anyone that comes along to these live streams. Again, if you can contribute in any way, like, comment, subscribe is not really a contribution, but if you like the game, then I think it's a good thing you should do. But I don't want to hear from you. It's about engagement, man. I'm not asking for anything. Just engage, you know what I mean? And if you join the live stream, that is engagement. You can also if you can also comment, even if you just put like a number in the chat, that's cool. But I digressed, and now I move back swiftly into where I was at. And it was point number 3 of the 8 things you need to stay disciplined. And I was telling you a story about my mother and how I helped her. I helped her pass her driving test, and it took 5 attempts. It took her 5 attempts to pass. And that's no slight on me. Don't try and don't put that on me. Yo, don't try to put that one on me. That it took her 5 times. Hey, stop laughing at me, man. Stop laughing at me. Allow it. But that's not to say that it was me that was making it difficult. But anyway, it took her 5 attempts to pass the test. And on one of those attempts, the reason that she failed on this particular attempt, right, was because she walked in to do her test without her license or any of her documents. She wasn't prepared, okay? So in terms of staying disciplined, you need to be prepared. Oh, you ran away. That was my mum. Look, my mum came in. I dissed my mum, and then my mum's run away. There you go. There's only one person in the live stream now, and obviously that's me. But again, I do appreciate you tuning in briefly there. So yeah, my mum came into the test. She failed it 5 times. One of the reasons why she failed it one of the times was she came into there without any documents and her license. And to do these tests, you need to prove who you are to do the test. And she failed. Now, preparation is a big component of staying disciplined. If you don't have the things that you need, there's all this coming forward. If you look at my first live stream, right, I've come a long way. So if you look at my first live stream, I don't know what I was doing on it. I think I was just testing Yeah, I was just testing it, but the signal wasn't working. Things were crashing. It was all over the shop. The sound system went. It was a mess. It was a mess, right? And I was prepared, so I had to go back, fix a few things, get my internet connection working, and then come again. Now that can really, really hold you back and basically move you off center and sway your progress when you're trying to actually stay disciplined. So it's very, very important you prepare before. As they say, prior preparation prevents poor performance. And what they actually mean when they say, oh yeah, and by the way, that from that point where I couldn't even live stream because I didn't have the internet access till I think 2 streams ago, where I got the biggest live stream and 102 views and counting. 8 reasons why you're not getting what you want in life. So 8 reasons why you're not getting what you want in life was literally 2 weeks away from my first live stream, where I didn't even know how to set it up, basically. And because I was able to prepare, get everything set up, it's allowed me to kind of make the live streams, and 2 weeks later, biggest live streams, 8 things why you don't know what you want in life. So check back a couple of days ago, big live stream, have a look at that. But that not being prepared, yeah, is again one of the biggest reasons why. It's one of the biggest things you need to basically stay disciplined. Yeah. And even to add to that, for example, if you're really smart, what you're going to try to do is not just prepare for what you're trying to do, but also prepare for all eventualities, so that whatever happens, you can pivot. You can make sure that you fall down where you need to fall down, so that you can pick up the pieces in the most effective and efficient way, instead of just being completely game over when things don't go how you plan them. Yeah. So not being prepared is just an unforced error. Catastrophically bad. It doesn't necessarily make things go amazingly well, but it really does stop things from going catastrophically bad. And in my mom's case, in the end, she passed. It took her 5 times, but one of the failures was she turned out without the wrong license, and she had to go back home, and that was it. Money paid, money gone, money done. You don't want to be living like that. Okay. Number 4 of the 8 things you need to stay disciplined. You're going to have to sacrifice. Full stop. Okay. You're just going to have to sacrifice. Yeah. And we are not working. But you're still going to have to sacrifice. As long as the camera's still live, I'm okay. If they don't want to zoom, they don't want to zoom. The Illuminati probably trying to catch man out in some weird ways. But look, if you want to stay disciplined, you're going to have to sacrifice. Yeah. Discipline is a very emotionless thing. It means regardless of however you're feeling, yeah. I mean, there may be some fun to be had outside. There may be some kind of a parties going on, holidays going on, summertime. You want to do this, you want to do that. To stay disciplined, you need to be prepared to make a sacrifice of that fun, of those feelings. And there's no ways around that at all. Yeah, you're going to have to sacrifice some good stuff. There's no ways around that, no hearsay, no nothing. That's just how it works, okay? So number 4 of the 8 things you need to stay disciplined, you need to be able to sacrifice. You need that, yeah? Number 5 of the 8 things you need to stay disciplined is automation, okay? What do I mean when I say automation? I'll give you some time to think. We got 3 people in the house! Yo, I'm out. I'm done. Another 3 people. Yo, we got 3 people in the live stream. God damn it. You came back. You left, you came back. I'm so happy to see you, man. I am so happy. Clap along if you feel I said, I'm so happy. No need to laugh. No need to laugh at me. Yeah. But honestly, 3 people in the right. You guys left. You came. You got me. You got me. You got me. You got me. I was dissing you. I know. One of you is probably my mum. Then the rest is probably some bug accounts that I've got, and then maybe Illuminati or something like that. But there's 3 people in the live stream. Again, I really appreciate it. I don't want to dwell too long on you guys because I want to maintain the quality of the stream. If you please can stay, if you please can maybe engage in some way, you've got points to add, I'm all for it. We can kind of stay on track that way. All right. Number 5 of the 8 things you need to stay disciplined is automation. Okay. What do I mean by that? I'm going to give you some time. Hopefully, last time I did this, 2 people jumped in the live stream, so I'm going to do it again. What do I mean when I say automation? I'm going to give you some time to think about it. Still 3 people in the live stream. Never mind. So when I say automation, I mean things are happening without you thinking about it or doing too much to make them happen. Put simply, how does that lead to discipline then, you might ask? Well, I'll tell you, okay? Let's look at financial discipline. Let's say you're someone, you want to save money for a house. Let's say you know exactly how much you need. Let's say you know exactly how much you need to save. Now, there's one thing, you getting money from your employer, for example, the money going into your account, you looking at the money in your account, then you going online, processing a transfer to go into your savings. Yeah, that's one. You're gonna have to proactively go into your account and then go into your savings. Okay, that's one thing. Now, if you look at things from an automation perspective, you could set up so that things like a regular monthly payment into a savings account happen automatically. So as soon as that money hits, boom, half of it's gone into your savings. Yeah, that is automation. That is how it can make you more disciplined. You don't have to sit there salivating at the mouth, like frothing, like, there's an extra £500, I need to spend it. What can I spend it on? What nonsense can I buy? You don't have to sit there doing that. It's in and it's out. A blink of an eye, it's gone. So you're just seeing what should be left there in terms of what you need, as opposed to an additional lump sum that then you can decide whether to put it into savings or not, for example. And that's the power of automation, okay? Me personally, I almost don't even have any savings. Everything I get is just invested. Everything I get is invested. I'm doing up business class. I'm trying to get out on, I'm trying to move business class out here. Everything I get is invested, whether that's in property, whether that's in stocks and shares, whether that's in myself, yeah, whether that's in other people, yeah, whether that's in my businesses, or everything I get, including my time, whether it's invested here, doing live streams where all 3 of you are in the live stream, yeah. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All 3 of you in this live stream. Yeah, that's still an investment, but I'm investing up to 100% of everything I own. I do not, I'm touching I do not kid you. Everything that comes in goes straight back out. Bills come out, everything that's left gets reinvested. I ain't touching nothing. Yeah. I mean, I'm in a position where I'm earning quite decently. So from one month to another month, I'm not going to really suffer, and I've got certain things in place, and that buffer that I've got there is to cover my expenses and also bits and bobs, right? I'm one of those people that I'm quite thrifty. I don't like waste. I trim the fat. So it works really well. Now, if you look at it from another perspective, okay, some of you guys, some of you people out here, you have absolutely ruined your credit, for example. You've ruined your credit because you didn't use automation. Yeah, you had bills to pay, but instead of putting those bills as direct debits, for example, where automatically it takes the money it needs out every single month. You thought you'd be smart and do it yourself, but you forgot, and now you've got a CCJ. Okay. Automation. It's a big thing you can use to help you stay disciplined. You're gonna forget things in life. You're gonna miss things. Okay. You're gonna wanna do things that probably aren't good for you. If you can automate as much of the things that you're doing, it's definitely gonna help you stay more disciplined. I promise you. I promise you. Okay. Number look, someone left the chat. Someone got their feelings hurt, innit? Someone didn't pay their bills, and then I said, if you don't automate and you miss your direct debit payment, you can end up in a CCJ, and they ran away.
Your rent's due, motherfucker.
Yeah, they ran away, innit?
Your rent's due, motherfucker.
That one stung, innit? Automation for discipline. You've got CCJs, you've got bad credit because you ain't paid that phone bill because you tried to be smart, and then you tried to say, oh, well, I'll pay it when I want in my own time. I don't want it just to come out. But you missed that one twice, and now you can't get a mortgage.
Your rent's due, motherfucker.
You ran away. You heard that news and you ran away. But we move on. So point number 6 of the 8 things you need to stay disciplined. Okay. Point number 6. Prioritization, man. Prioritization. Seriously, you need to put important things at the start. You guys are putting everything that you need to do, the biggest, most important thing. You're doing it last minute. You're doing everything last minute, and these are the biggest things you need. You've got a pacemaker in your heart. You've got diabetes. You've got all these illnesses, yet you want to wait until the last second of your day to even think about exercises until it's too late. That's what you guys are trying to do. Yeah, and then you want to talk about issues with discipline. You're leaving all the important things that you're actually trying to stay disciplined on till the bloody last minute. You ain't prioritizing them. Yeah, I'll give you a perfect example. All right, a lot of people have fitness goals. Probably everyone has a fitness goal. Whether you're putting on weight, you want to lose weight, you want to put on muscle, your back, tums, this, abs, blah 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 blah. Okay. There is some people right now, yeah, they know that they've got no energy at the end of the day, and they are always putting their fitness objectives at the end of the day when they're already tired and they got nothing else to put in, and they're wondering why they're obulo. They're wondering why they're obulo. You're wondering why your fitness goals aren't being met, but you're putting that right at the bottom of your list of things to do. And you're wondering why you can't go to the gym all the time, because you're putting that right at the end of your day on the bottom of the bottom of the bottom. And then you just throw your hands up and you say, I'm naturally obolo. You're saying you're naturally obolo? You're not naturally or below. You've set yourself up with the prioritization of your day and your tasks so that is not a priority, and therefore you are not actually being able to stay disciplined because it's harder to. Why not set yourself up so you're going to the gym during work? You can't run away. Why not set yourself up so you start your day with the gym? Some of you guys, right? You've got a gym 3 hours away in another bloody town, and you're wondering why you can't stay consistent with it. Look, the few people left. A few people left the live stream as soon as I mentioned Obolo. As I mentioned Obolo, they ran out the thing. I don't know if they got some fitness issues, but no, give yourself a chance. Prioritize your health or whatever it is that you're trying to prioritize, and don't leave it last bloody minute, because it's going to be very difficult for you to stay disciplined if that's the case and that's what you do. All right. Yeah. Number 7 of the 8 things you need to stay disciplined. And this one is an interesting one, really. But it's a hard one to really grasp until you've actually had this. So number 7 of the 8 things you need to stay disciplined is timely coaching or management. All right. You should really be self-regulated. Let's be honest. You should really be self-regulated in some of the things that you're trying to achieve and what you want to do, and that should drive you through. But a coach, some type of management, accountability partner, these things actually do help you stay disciplined, and most people need them. There's only so much you can do on your own. There's only so much you can do on your own, and there's people that can really help you sort of stay on track. I'll give you a perfect example. So I had a football coach, really good friend of mine, Spanish Don, really good guy, Don Esteban. Let's call him Don Esteban. So Donny Esteban, he would always set a schedule for me. He would always set a plan for me, that he would call me daily, and he'll be like, "You've been eating all that hard food today. That's not part of the diet. You've been eating all that hard food today, yeah? You've been doing that rice mountain, yeah? That big place of rice, that big triangular plate of rice, yeah, with another whole separate bowl of stew. You can't be eating like that. You've got to stay disciplined." And having like a coach, an accountability partner, someone to help you stay in line, in check, meet those targets that you set for yourself is really, really, really helpful in terms of helping you to stay disciplined. So this is the final one, right? And it kind of just brings everything home. Like, I'm sure you guys can think of more areas, more things that can help you stay more disciplined. And I'd love to hear that. But this is the final one, and it really does bring everything home, okay? So number 8 of the things that you need to stay disciplined is organization or reorganization of your environment to aid all the above points that we've discussed. So organization or reorganization of your environment to aid all the points that we just discussed. So reorganizing your environment so that you've in and around the coach, so that you can prioritize, so that you can have a view of automation, so that you can make the sacrifices you need, so that you can be better prepared, so that you can be more consistent, and so that you can have the structure that you need. Now, you need to be asking yourself these questions. How close is your gym? Do you actually need paper statements so you can actually see how much you're spending? Do you actually need to physically see it? Is it a thing of you're just doing tap, 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 tap? And because you're just doing tap, 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 it doesn't really sink in just how much you're spending, and you don't have a good idea of where your money is being spent. Do you need to see a paper statement and a breakdown? Does that physical paper make that much of a difference in terms of making you stay on your goal, financial goal, for example? Do you need to be in the same vicinity as certain people? If you're trying to, let's say, give up smoking and you're trying to be disciplined, do you need to be around certain people that would be smoking all the time? Even deeper, are certain mandem, that are doing madnesses, I'm not going to go into detail, that are doing the mad thing. Do you need them around you? Can you move? Can you reorganize your day so that you don't bump into certain people just because they're going to lead you astray? They're going to stop you from being disciplined. So point number 8 is just literally organization or reorganization of your environment to aid all the things that you need to do to stay disciplined effectively. And that is number 8 of the 8 things you need to stay disciplined. Woo! Oh man, we got there. We're here. So we are at the end. What a show. We've had some record in this show. Well, we equal a record. 3 people in the live stream. Well done. Yeah. And like I said before as well, we also had 2 new subscribers. Well done. Okay. We're still 3 streams down, not well done. But trust me, I've got some stuff cooking. And all of these, like I said, all of these points here, I'm taking for myself. You know, I'm not perfect. I hold my hands up. I still need to improve. And this is why I open this platform, so that you can share any points, any game for myself, for the audience, all 0 of you currently in the live stream. Yeah. But anyway, just to recap, 8 things you need to stay disciplined. Okay. Number 1 is structure. God damn it. You guys are such buffoons. You've lived your whole life having everything structured and mapped out for you. They did it in school, they did it in uni. You never done it for yourself. How do you feel? Get something like a diary, anything like this. If you want to know how to get structured and put things into place, speak to people, but first and foremost, put together a structure of your day. You can always tell where someone's going from their 24 hours. It's that simple. Yeah. Point number 2 of the 8 things you need to stay disciplined, you need consistency, man. It's all good and well. You start, you stop, you go, you move, you this, you that. It's going to delay you. It's going to destroy you. If you want to stay disciplined, you need to set yourself up so that you can do what you need to do over and over and over and over again in the smoothest possible way. You need to be able to repeat it. Some of you are being too intricate. You're being too detailed. It's stopping you from actually repeating and staying consistent. Consistency is a massive, massive part of being able to stay disciplined. Yeah. Preparation. I told you before, if you're not prepared, it can decrease your performance. Preparation may not increase your performance that much, but it will definitely prevent you from having a disastrous performance. Okay. Now, in terms of staying disciplined, you need to make sure that, for example, you've got all the tools to last the longevity of whatever you're trying to achieve and whatever you're trying to sort of stay away from, or whatever it is. You need to make sure you've got all the tools. If you find out that you don't have all the tools halfway through or partway through, it's going to mean you can't stay disciplined. Okay. Number 4 of the 8 things you need to stay disciplined, you got a bloody sacrifice. You got a bloody sacrifice. There's no ifs, there's no buts. I don't need to say anything more about that. But discipline is not a feeling. It is just a system, structures, and you telling yourself that you're going to do X, Y, and Z, regardless of how you feel, regardless of everybody's on holiday, regardless of everybody's doing boat party, popping bottles. You are telling yourself that you're going to stay disciplined. And as a result, you're going to have to make some sacrifices. You're going to have to give up some fun. You're going to give up some happiness. Yeah. Sacrifice is one of the biggest things you need to do to stay disciplined. Okay. Number 5 of the 8 things you need to stay disciplined. Automation. Get things as automated as possible. Yeah. Some of you guys, you've got CCJs, you've got people knocking at your door asking you to pay rent. Your rent is blimmin' due.
Your rent's due, motherfucker.
Your rent is due.
Your rent's due,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
And some of you are trying to go for mortgages, and then you open up the mortgage application, it says declined. Why? Because you missed payments.
Your rent's
Yeah.
due, motherfucker.
If you are able to automate your life, you can do things that you don't have to always remember or think about. Perfect example, setting up direct debits, not just for payments to prevent you missing them, but also direct debits or transfers. You can call them, what do they call them? The opposite of a direct debit, standing orders. Basically, it moves money from your account to another. And if you've got a savings goal, for example, it can do that so that when you look into your account, the money's already left and you're not sitting there thinking, yeah, money. No, the money that you're saving goes automatically, immediately, so that you see what you're working with in real life, not a big pot of money, and then you're having to decide whether you want to transfer it or not. Automation will help you stay disciplined, guys. Factor automation into your life to stay disciplined. All right. Number 6 of the 8 things you need to stay disciplined, prioritization. You can't be living a life where you're putting every single thing that you need to do at the end of your day, and they're the biggest things that you need to do. That makes absolutely no sense. That's why that thing that you need to do, you're failing. You're not able to stay disciplined. Perfect example, people setting up gym at the end of the day. Only a few people are built like that, where they can have a whole day, go to work, do all the things that they need to do, and still go gym. But more time, most people cannot. So ideally, the most important things of your day, you need to put at the start. All right. And then you're wondering why you're all obulo. You need to put the things that you need to do at the start and prioritize them, because it's not going to help you in terms of staying disciplined. All right. Point number 7 of the 8 things you need to stay disciplined. Having a coach, management, supervision, someone else there does actually get that extra little bit out of you. And if they're doing it consistently, it kind of helps you also maintain it and do it consistently. So having a timely coach and management will help you stay consistent and disciplined. Okay. Number 4, last but not least, organization or reorganization of your environment. So it's all good and well, I've pointed on all these things: coaching, prioritization, automation, sacrifice, preparation, and also consistency and structure. But then it's all about bringing it all home by making sure your environment aids all of these. So are you actually having a gym on your way to work, or your gym in another town, so it's just more difficult for you? Do you have to always cross paths or buck them man that are doing that madness? Do you always have to buck them man that are doing that madness, them man that are smoking, those girls that are, party every night? Can you manipulate your environment so that effectively what's happening now is you are avoiding certain things that aren't going to help you stay disciplined, and you are walking into certain things that are actually going to help you stay disciplined? So those are all the 8 things, and we are done. Woo-wee. Goodness me. This is getting hot up in here. We have 3 people in the live stream. Like I said before, we got 2 new members in the chat, and we're going to wind down and wrap up for the day. Thank you all for tuning in. I honestly really do appreciate it. Thank you. We're going to end as we normally do. You can run away. You can laugh. He's doing a positive affirmation. Or, like me, you might think words are powerful, and you might want to repeat after me. I will be, do, and have everything I want in this life and create my own destiny, because that is my divine will, and I have been ordained to do so. One more time, but with meaning and feeling. I will be, do, and have everything I want in this life and create my own destiny, because that is my divine will, and I've been ordained to do so. Woo! We're done. Thank you all very much. I've been Mark. You guys have been the bomb. I really appreciate anyone that comments, says anything, comes to the live stream, subscribes, whatever. I honestly appreciate it, because the engagement is what keeps me going. Love, and peace.